Hello my dear student, welcome to this course Introduction to Web Development BIT 207 and CS 203. In last course we see that how to create a web page using HTML language. Today we use cascading style sheet to enhance the web page content and layout. In this chapter we learn to list advantage of using cascading style sheets, use color on web page, create style sheet that configure common color and text properties, apply inline styles, use embedded style sheets, use external style sheets, create CSS class and ID selector, and finally validate CSS files. A CSS file have many advantages, like style is separate from structure. So style can be stored in a separate document and link it to from the web page, and it's easy to maintenance. In fact, there are 4 types of cascading styles. The first one is inline styles, embedded styles, external styles, and imported styles. Let's start by inline style. Inline styles. It's configured in the body of the web page. Use the style attribute of an HTML tag, apply only to the specific element. However, embedded styles configured in the header section of a web page use the HTML style element and it's applied to the entire web page document. So here there are 2 differences between inline styles and embedded styles. First, that the inline style is configured in the body of the web page, but embedded style is configured in the header, that means between the tag head and end head. The second difference is that apply only to the specific element, that for inline style. For embedded styles is applied to entire web page document. Number 3 is external styles. In this method, we can configure a separate text file with .css file extension and the XHTML link element in the header section of the web page associated in the file CSS. Imported styles is similar to external styles, but we can save this file in another PC or another workstation or another laptop or another server. Style sheets are composed of rules that describe the style to be applied. Each rule contains a selector and a declaration. For example, body breaks color, blue. So the selector is body, the declaration property is color, and the declaration value is blue. So these rules represent the CSS basic syntax. For example, if we need to configure a web page to display blue text and yellow background, so we can insert this code. Body color is blue, semicolon, to separate 2 attributes, color and background color, and yellow represent the declaration value for background color. This code also writing using hexadecimal color values as shown below. Color hashtag 0000FF. So this one represents the code in hexadecimal color. Background color, the same issue. So common CSS properties can including background color, font family, font size, font style, font weight, line height, margin, text align, text decoration, and width. Now we'll see how using color on web page. You know that computer monitor display color in RGB form. RGB form, that does mean red, green, and blue. The value of red, green, and value vary from 0 to 255. And hexadecimal number is base 16 represent this color value. We can use the following website to identify the color in HTML code. For example, if you need to insert this color, we can use the following hexadecimal code, hashtag 707070. If I need, for example, to insert another level from red color, for example, hashtag 8 and 50, etc. So the following table represent the code of 256 color palettes. Other example, for example, for the black, we can insert 60. For the white, it's 6F, red, FF40, green, 00, FF00, blue, 40, FF, and gray, 6C. So, inline CSS represent a method to use CSS file inside the same web page. So it's configured in the body of the web page. Let's now start with another example using inline CSS file. Inline CSS file can have many advantages, like configured in the body of the web page. We can use the style attribute of an HTML tag and apply only to the specific element. Now we see one example. The first file or the first code using the normal HTML code. We can include the font. So if you see here that the font color is inserted inside the body for the tag H1. Font color equal blue, for example. Or same font color equal blue to change the font or the color of H5. This is the normal case. We can see the result. Open with, for example, Firefox, and you will have this result. Okay, this is the normal case without inline CSS file. Now we pass to the second method using inline CSS file. So here we delete or we remove the font property from H1 and H5, and they insert this code inside the body tag with the word style. So we have style equal color, and this is the code, the hexadecimal code of the color, and the background color. If we check the result, we obtain the same result. So the difference between the first code and the second code is for the using of the property or of the tag inside the body of this web page. So the style attribute value can be using more than one time. For example, the color can be inserted also for H1 tag. Example, configure red color text in an H1 element h1 style equal color, heading the text is red. So this one will show the heading text in red. Example number 2, configure the red text in the heading, configure a gray background in the heading. So we'll separate style rules declaration with the semicolon. Okay? With this example, we'll obtain the following result. This is displayed as red heading with the gray background, and this code is inserted inside the h1 tag. The second method is CSS embedded styles. Configured in the header section of a web page, use the XHTML style element. We can apply to the entire web page document. So, style declarations are contained between the opening and closing style tags. The type attribute indicate the main types of text CSS. Example, to configure a web page with white text on black background, we can insert this code. Style type equal text /CSS and close style. And between the both style tag, we insert the body background color and the color of the text. The body selector sets to global style rules for the entire page. These global rules are overriding for H1 and H2 elements by the H1 and H2 style rules. Example, style type equal text CSS and end or close style. Body, the background color of this body and the text color also. Then we have H1 and H2. That does mean we can create background color for H1 element. The result is here. And the H2 element, the result is here. So with this method, we can insert many H1 or H2 tag, and they will have the same background color and the same color. After this part, we can ask our student 3 questions. First one, list 3 reasons to use CSS on a web page. Number 2, when designing a web page that uses color other than the default color for text and background, explain why it is a good reason to configure style rules for both text color and background color. And number 3, describe one advantage to use embedded styles instead of inline styles.